Good morning and welcome to day number 3 of the 98th Annual State Amateur Baseball Tournament. We are at Chaska Athletic Park and today it's Class C action. We open the first of 4 games today as the Cannon Falls Bears take on the Eagle Lake Expos. Alongside our producer and director, I'm Darren Swenson, getting you set for this first of 4 games today. 3 regularly scheduled games, and then we will have the rainout makeup, the completion of the suspended game here today as the Meesville Mud Hens and the Chaska Cubs will play at 7 o'clock tonight. Cannon Falls Bears line up pretty quickly here. Jake Christensen in center, Braxton Lindau in left, Brock Peterson at short, Tanner Jackson, the designated hitter, Peter Haggerty in right field, Rich Burr at third base, Gino Larkin at first, Zeke Williams at second, and Carlton Lindau is the catcher. We get going at 11:03, and it's a strike from pitcher Mitch Kelly. And we are underway for day number 3 here in Chaska. Kelly delivers, and the pitch fouled away, and it snowballs and 2 strikes the count now. Kelly, a first-year Expo, Lake Crystal graduate, All-American at Riverland Community College. The 0-2 delivery tried to hold up, did Christensen, but couldn't do it. A 3-pitch strikeout to start the day, and there's 1 down here in the first inning. Kelly has had stints with the Mankato Moondogs, the Lake Crystal 9, and the New Ulm Brewers. He pitched all 10 innings in the 1-0 win over Waterville with 14 Ks, and he is the ace of the staff, according to manager Nate Gibson. First pitch outside to Braxton Lindau. 1 ball, no strikes the count. We're just underway, no score in this game. As the pitch goes outside, it's 2 balls, no strikes. The Expo defense, Owen Atherton in left, Max Gertzen in center, Matt Helget in right, Travis Noren at third, Matt Work at short, Tony Ross at second, and Jake Schreiber at first. Luke Johnson behind the plate, and Mitch Kelly is on the hill. .3-0 delivery, caught the corner outside edge. And we proceed at 3-1. Michael Sika calling the balls and strikes, and Ken Lanner working the base pass in our first game of 4 today. The 3-1, swing and a miss. Good breaking ball down and in, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Gorgeous day, temperatures in the low 70s. Not a lot of wind to start things out here today. The 3-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. So Kelly falls behind 3-0, but climbs the ladder back to get the strikeout. And there's 2 down here in the inning for Brock Peterson. Peterson against Davis Adolphus, graduate, and will be on the coaching staff at Augsburg in the coming years. The fastball goes inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Winner of this one will take on Laverne, and they will get a date next Saturday night at this field at 7 o'clock. Swinging a pop-up foul, straight back and out of play. It's 1 ball, 1 strike on Brock Peterson. And we got the organ in the ballpark today. Clayton Johnson, our producer and director, must have brought that from Waconia yesterday, did you, Clayton? He says yes. And he has never told a lie before. Breaking ball inside corner for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. He might have teased, he might have kidded, but he has never told a lie. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kelly a strike away from striking out the side to start the game, and the off-speed pitch is fouled off. Off-speed pitch in the inner third of the plate, and Peterson got a piece to stay alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count remains on Brock Peterson to start day number 3 here in Chaska. Beautiful Chaska Athletic Park. Here's ground ball towards second. 2 hopper fielded by Tony Ross, but the throw to first base is wild, and it goes out of play, and that will allow Peterson to reach second base. Ross fielded it in plenty of time, but the throw ended up being errant. So the inning stays alive for Tanner Jackson. No score here in the first inning. Jackson, the designated hitter for the Bears, will stand in. And Luke Johnson will have a conversation with Mitch Kelly just to make sure they're on the same page, perhaps going to a new series of signs with a runner at second base. Going to be a nice day today, a high of about 75. Some folks with pullovers to start the day at least that they can tear away as the day goes on, as the pitch goes outside. 1 ball and no strikes on Tanner Johnson. Symmetrical ballpark here at Chaska. 325 down the lines, 355 to the alleys, and 390 to center. A foul ball as Johnson got a piece of a changeup. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Cannon Falls, the visiting team, occupying the third base dugout, and Eagle Lake occupying the first base dugout. Cannon Falls back at the state tournament for the second consecutive year. Eagle Lake at state for the first time in this installment of the Eagle Lake squad as the pitch goes high. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. This Eagle Lake squad, a lot of Mankato kids on this squad. Mankato has had tournament teams here before. Pitch swinging a foul away, right side and out of play. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Deuce is Wild on the cleanup hitter for the Cannon Falls Bears. Cannon Falls with a pretty good history here at the tournament. The pause by Kelly, a look at second, and a ground ball hit slowly to the left side, fielded at third by Norton. He'll throw to first base, and beating it out will be Tanner Johnson. So first and third with 2 down, and Peter Haggerty will get a chance for Cannon Falls here in the inning. Cannon Falls has made the state tournament. I mentioned last year they were at the tournament in 2017, 2015, 2014, 2013, and 2012. They were the Class A champs all the way back in 1952 as Haggerty takes a strike, a third-place team back in 2009 and a third-place team in 1953. Kelly to the pause in the 0-1. Fastball outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-2 now on Peter Haggerty. So the Bears with a 2-out rally here in this inning. But they have yet to have a ball leave the infield. The 0-2 delivery, swinging a pop-up right side. Angling over is the second baseman Ross into foul ground, and he will slide and make the catch to retire the side. 1 hit, 1 error, 2 runners left on base. 1/2 inning complete. It is Cannon Falls 0 and Eagle Lake coming to bat, and the Expos will bat this way. Max Gertzen is in center field. Matt Work will be at shortstop. Owen Atherton will be in left field. Jake
Celebrate the
Schreiber
end of the
at
2021
first base.
town.
Seth Gutter is the designated hitter. Luke Johnson will be in the catching position. Matt Helgett in left field, or rather in right field. Travis Noren at third base and Tony Ross at second base. Keith Myers is going to get the start. Myers, a native of Hastings, Minnesota. He had a 13-game pitching career with the St. Paul Saints back in 2001 and 2002. And he gets the ball to start the game for the Cannon Falls Bears. And Max Gertzen will start things out for Eagle Lake here in the bottom half of the first inning. Gertzen, a second-year Expo, a graduate of Mankato West High School this year. An all-state baseball player this past spring for Mankato West. Will set the Bear defense here momentarily as Gertzen with a healthy cut but no contact. No balls and 1 strike. Braxton Lindau in left, Jay Christensen in center, and Peter Haggerty in right. Rich Burr at third. Brock Peterson at short, Zeke Williams at second. The pitch, swing and a miss, is 0-2. Gina Larkin at first. Carlton Lindau behind the plate, and Keith Myers on the hill. Myers, the left-hander. Ahead, no balls and 2 strikes on Max Gertzen. The 0-2 delivery, swing and a miss. A 3-pitch strikeout of Gertzen. So the bottom of the first inning starts the same way as the top of the first inning with a 3-pitch strikeout. 1 down, nobody on for Matt Work. Matt, a kid still in high school. He's going to be a senior at Mankato East High School, but baseball is in his future. That's pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. He is committed to South Dakota State University. The pitch outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's his second year as an Eagle Lake Expo. He is the reason they're at the state tournament. And the pitch swung on and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes in the regional tournament. He hit the game-winning home run with 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning to clinch a state berth. With a 1-0 win over Waterville. Fly ball right field, angling over is Peter Haggerty, and he'll make a one-handed above-the-head catch in medium to deep right for out number 2 here in the first inning. Owen Atherton will be the batter. Plays baseball at UMAC champion Northwestern of St. Paul. In his second year as a Eagle Lake Expo, is the first pitch out of the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. Myers ready, and the 1-0 offering, swing and a miss. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Atherton, a grad of Mankato East back in 2002. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. The 1-1 delivery hit foul. He got ahead of the curveball and hit it well foul up the third base side. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Owen Atherton as Myers looking for a 1-2-3 bottom of the first inning. The 1-2 delivery, fastball missed high and away. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Had some rain issues on Friday night, but since that time, Mother Nature's been a baseball fan. Looper out into left center field. It'll land for a base hit. Atherton reaches with a 2-out single here in the first inning to give Jake Schreiber a chance. Schreiber led the team in home runs while playing in just 9 of their games this year. He's in his first year as an Eagle Lake Expo. We mentioned Eagle Lake here at state for the first time as a move to first base will send Atherton back to the bag. This installment of Eagle Lake Town Team Baseball started in 2018. The pitch from Myers, swinging a foul back, no balls and 1 strike. And this is what you often get with town team ball. Here you got Myers, who's 42 on the mound, as the left-hander throws over softly to get Atherton back to the bag. But Eagle Lake with 7 of their 9 starters under the age of 20 as the pitch goes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Coming into the regional tournament, this Eagle Lake team only had 4 wins, but they've been having a little bit of a fluid roster this year. The swing and a miss from Schreiber makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Because a lot of the kids that are still in high school, they were putting a priority on Legion ball this summer, and understandably so, as another move to first base will keep Atherton back to the bag. One ball and 2 strikes the count. 1-2 delivery, curve ball hit towards second, caught there by Zeke Williams, and that's that for the bottom of the first inning. A 2-out single, but nothing else. 1 inning complete. We're scoreless.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Clayton Johnson is our producer and director. My name is Darren Swenson. Scoreless game here in the top half of the second inning. First game today here, Eagle Lake and Cannon Falls, Princeton and St. Stephen. In our 1:30 game today, our 4:30 game today will be Stark and Foley. Then at 7 o'clock tonight, we'll head back to Class B and pick up where we left off on Friday night, as Meesville will take on Chaska. We'll pick that game up in the bottom half of the fourth inning with Meesville leading by a 5-0 margin. We start things here in the second inning with Seth Gutter at the plate, or rather with Rich Burr at the plate, who'll look at a strike, 0-1. Kelly struck out 2 in that first inning. As a ground ball goes to the left side, fielded at shortstop by Matt Work. He'll throw across the diamond to retire Burr. 1 down here in inning number 2. Cannon Falls got something going with 2 outs in that first inning as Brock Peterson reached on an error and Tanner Jackson got an infield hit, but a foul out by Haggerty ended the threat. First ball swinging, Gino Larkin. He'll pop one on the right side. Jake Schreiber in foul ground will make the catch, and 3 pitches takes care of the first 2 batters for the Bears here in the top of the second inning. 2 down for Zeke Williams. Williams on the front in from the right-hand side of the plate as the pitch goes high. 1 ball and no strikes to count. 1-0. A strike. It's 1-1 now on the number 8 hitter in the Bears lineup. Fastball up from Myers, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Got our good number of Twin Cities celebrities stopped by over the last few days. The pitch a little bit low. 3 balls and 1 strike. A rousing rendition of the national anthem before today's game as the 3-1 taken for a strike on an off-speed pitch, 3-2 by Kate Raditz. You know her as a TV reporter for WCCO, but the woman can sing too. A curveball taken for strike 3. That's the 3rd strikeout for Mitch Kelly. A quiet top of the second inning for Cannon Falls. We head to the bottom of the second, scoreless.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m.
You don't say that.
Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' tip of the
Seth Gutter starts things here in the second inning in a scoreless game. Keith Meyer starts in with a strike, 0-1. Game 1 of the day here in Chaska. Game 1 of 4. The 0-1 delivery is a pop-up first base side right near the first base bag. A step behind it, Gino Larkin makes a two-handed above the head catch to retire the Expos designated hitter. There's one down in the bottom of the second inning. Luke Johnson will stand in. Scoreless game. Johnson going into his senior year at Mankato West, wanting to play college baseball. Getting a good look at some good competition this summer as he takes the first one in there for a strike. No balls and one strike, and a swing and a miss makes it 0-2. We talked about the media celebrities that have been here. Kate Raddatz singing the national anthem before today's festivities from WCCO. 0-2, swing and a miss, strike three. Second strikeout from Myers last night. Kelsey Carlson from Fox 9, who of course does their town ball tour every summer, was around. She brought her dad out to the ballpark last night. Leah Bino was here from Fox 9 on Friday night as Matt Helgert fouls it away, right side and out of play. No balls and one strike to count. And of course, from Valley Sports North, Marnie Gellner stopped by last night. So it's the amateur baseball tournament, and you know it's a big event when all those folks are paying attention as Helgett looks at a strike, and it's no balls and two strikes. The 0-2 delivery, a foul ball right side and out of play. So we'll stay put at no balls and two strikes. Decent crowd on hand here for the early game today. Good crowds on yesterday when Justin Morneau threw out the first pitch for the third game. Fouled right side. No balls and two strikes. Of course, Morneau, a Twins legend. He also works for Valley Sports North on their Twins broadcast. No balls, two strikes the count on Matt Helgeth from Keith Myers, who gave up a one-out single in the first inning, but nothing else. Close pitch, just missed inside. And now it's one ball, two strikes on Helgeth. And the pitch, a little bit outside. Two balls, two strikes. Helgeth, a graduate of Mankato Loyola. 2-2 pitch, grounded towards third, fielded there by Rich Burr across the diamond. And an easy 1-2-3 inning in the home half of the second. 2 innings complete, we're scoreless.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Clayton Johnson is our producer and director. My name is Darren Swenson. We are live and direct from the beautiful Chaska Athletic Park in Chaska, Minnesota. Chaska, Waconia, and Hamburg hosting the tournament this year. Class C action beginning today. There's some Class C action played yesterday as well. We'll review some of that as we go on here today. It'll be 9-1-2 for Cannon Falls here in the top of the third inning. One hit aside, the only error belonging to the Expos as Lindau fouls the first pitch right side and out of play. No balls and one strike. Jay Christensen and Braxton Lindau to follow here in the inning. A curveball taken inside. One ball and one strike. Ground ball towards third, playing the long hop is Noren. He'll fire across the diamond, and Lindau retired 5-3. Yesterday in Class C action in Waconia, Luxembourg defeated St. Benedict 5-2. Dumont over Richmond 4-3. Sobieski defeated Wyndham by a 2-0 margin, and Bemidji over New Prague 12-3. Those games were all played in Waconia yesterday as the pitch goes outside to Christensen. 1 ball, no strikes. Christensen struck out on 3 pitches to start the game. And the pitch from Kelly goes high. 1 ball, or rather 2 balls and no strikes. Winner of this one gets Laverne next Saturday night right here in Chaska. And remember, all games of the tournament can be seen right here at PrepSpotlight.tv. Missed low. It's 3 balls and no strikes to count. Kelly ready. 3-0 up for ball 4. 1 on, 1 out for Braxton Lindau. Princeton and St. Stephen to follow this game. That will be followed by Stark and Foley. Lindau struck out swinging in the top of the first inning. As the first pitch outside, so 5 straight out of the zone from Mitch Kelly. The walk he just gave up to Christensen was his first free pass issued today. And a move to first base, back to the bag diving is Jake Christensen. Kelly to the belt high pause and the 1-0 delivery. Didn't miss by much, but I guess a little high. 2 balls and no strikes on Lindau. So 6 straight out of the zone from Mitch Kelly at this point. 2-0. A strike. It's 2 balls and 1 strike count as Lindau looked to be taking on that one no matter what. 2-1 and a move to first base. Leaning a bit was Christensen, but he dove back to the bag safely. Two balls, 1 strike. The pause and the 2-1, swing and a miss. And now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Kelly trying to climb the ladder back. He comes to the belt high pause against his belly. Runner goes, pitch taken outside, throw down to second base, not in time. So Christensen takes second. It's now 3-2 on Braxton Lindau. So 3-2 with first base open. And Brock Peterson to follow here in the top of the 3rd inning. Long pause by Kelly, and the 3-2 missed outside for ball 4. So back-to-back walks to the top 2 men in the order. And for the second time in 3 innings, the Bears have multiple runners on in the same frame. Brock Peterson reached on an error in the first, 0 for 1 officially. Schreiber will play in on the grass at third, at first, even with the bag at third as Noren. Pitch outside. Christensen got about halfway between second and third, but hustled back to the bag and avoided a throw. It's 1 ball, no strikes. One 1-0 the count with 1 down. Kelly looks multiple times at second, and the pitch ground ball fielded by the pitcher. Kelly will go to second and work for 1, and he'll throw to first and Schreiber for 2. So a pitcher's best friend helps out Kelly. 2 walks, 1 left, 2.5 complete. We're scoreless.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
The state amateur baseball tournaments are now in full swing. The Class B and C tournaments will be played out over the next 3 weeks in Waconia, Chaska, and Hamburg. Get out and support your community, or if you just love the great game of baseball and you want to watch win or go home games at fantastic venues, there's nothing like tournament time. If you can't make it to the games, prepspotlight.tv/townball has packages that will make watching all the venues very affordable. Enjoy the tournament at the park or right here at prepspotlight.tv. 8-9-1 for the Expos here in the home half of the third inning. Travis Noren will foul the first pitch away. And it's no balls and 1 strike. As Noren swung through that one despite PA system giving him 3 steps. This pitch goes low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Noren, a 2019 graduate of Mankato East High School. 1-1. Good curveball. Noren thought about holding up. I don't think it would have mattered because it was a called strike nonetheless, and it's 1-2. Noren also serves in the Minnesota National Guard. 1-2 delivery, sprayed foul, third base side, and out of play, so we'll stay put at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, a gorgeous day here in Carver County. The 1-2 delivery, ground ball towards second base, and Zeke Williams. He'll pick it up and throw to first base to retire Noren. And Myers has set down 7 of the first 8 that he has faced. One down, nobody on. Tony Ross, the batter, in a scoreless game, bottom half of the third inning. Ross looks to bunt, but bunted through it. It's 0-1. Ross, one of the old guys on this Expo squad. We talked about 7 of their 9 being 20 or younger as the next pitch missed inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tony Ross, 31. The oldest guy at least in the lineup. Ground ball towards the right side. Gobbled up there by Larkin. An underhand toss to Myers covering the bag. The 3-1 put out is out number 2. Here in the bottom of the third. 2 down, nobody on for Max Gertzen. Gertzen struck out swinging on 3 pitches in the first. The only base runner thus far for the Expos was a 1-out, or rather a 2-out single by Owen Atherton in the first as Gertzen swings and misses at the first one. No balls and 1 strike. The Laverne Redbirds await the winner of this one next Saturday night in Chaska at 7 o'clock. The 0-1 delivery, a nice curveball taken for strike 2. It's no balls and 2 strikes now. 0-2 delivery, swing and a miss. And Gertzen down on strikes for the second time this game. Myers has 3 strikeouts. A quiet bottom of the third defensively for the Bears. We're 3 complete. We're 0-0.
Three consecutive base hits to left field. Storm turns on one, drills it deep to left. It is gone!
Pitcher. Here's a liner, and it is past the diving second baseman, Brandon Heitkamp. It's going to score 2 runs.
And that one slapped to the left side. It's going to drop. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. A double for Dieters.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Line drive, base hit into center field. A very big hit coming.
Here's the 0-2. Swung out, and that is looped towards right center field and down for a base hit. Thielen rounding third, digging for the plate. There'll be no throw.
Cornell to second. It's going to be a tough play, and it's through. The runner Benson being waved home, and the ball is dropped in right field. So Benson.
4, 5, and 6 due for Cannon Falls in the top of the fourth inning. No runs, one hit for either team. The Expos with the only error for this ball game, a foul ball right side, not a play off the bat of Tanner Jackson, who got on an infield single back in the first inning. This is the Class C tournament. We'll finish up with a Class B game with Meesville and Chaska later on tonight. The 0-1 delivery is a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Class A tournament is reached its peak. It's championship Sunday for them. 1-1 hit well out to right field. Helget retreats on it, and he will make a head-high one-handed snag about 10 feet in front of the warning track in right center field for out number 1. Coming up in about 20 minutes up in St. Anthony Village. Air Freight Unlimited and Baseball 365 will play. That will be followed up by Highland Park Beavers and the St. Paul Capitals. Haggerty fouled out his first time up. He'll look the first pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. And the winners of those 2 games will play at 6 o'clock up at St. Anthony Village tonight for the Class A championship as pitch goes high. 2 balls and no strikes the count on a beautiful Sunday here in Chaska, Minnesota. Smacked into left field, and it'll be a base hit. Haggerty gets the second hit of the game for the Bears, a 1-out single in the 4th. Haggerty at first. 1 down, no score, 4th inning. And Rich Burr, who grounded to short in his first plate appearance, will now have a runner at second base as the home plate umpire called a balk on Mitch Kelly. Kelly was adjusting while standing on the rubber. And the home plate umpire caught that one right away as Burr fouls the first one back to the backstop. No balls and 1 strike. Chaska hosting this tournament for the first time since 2008. No balls, 1 strike, and a curveball hit to the right side past the first baseman Schreiber, picked up by Ross. He'll throw to Kelly covering the bag. The 4-1 put out is out number 2 of the inning. Haggerty moves to 3rd on the play. And Gino Larkin will stand in with a 2-out RBI opportunity for the Bears. Scoreless game. Top of the 4th inning. Larkin fouled out to the first baseman Jake Schreiber in the 2nd inning. He'll look at a strike to start this plate appearance. Nothing in 1. 0-1 is a fastball up and out for 1 ball, 1 strike on Gino Larkin. One and one with 2 down. A ground ball to the right side. Backhand stop made by Schreiber. An underhand toss to Kelly covering the bag. And the side is out here in the 4th inning. 1 hit, 1 left, 3.5 done, no score.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Clayton Johnson doing the hard work as our producer and director. I get the task of just sitting here and talking baseball all day. It's a great gig if you can get it. Trust me. As we go to the bottom of the fourth inning, a scoreless game. 2 hits for Cannon Falls, 1 hit for Eagle Lake to this point. Matt Work, Owen Atherton, and Jake Schreiber to face Keith Myers, who's only given up 2 hits through the first 10 batters that he's faced. In fact, he's only given up 1 hit, as the first offering low to Matt Work, who flew out to right, and Peter Haggerty in the first inning. He's given up 1 hit. He struck out 3. Hasn't walked anybody. Pop up, left side of the infield. Brock Peterson is under it on the infield grass at his shortstop position. He'll make the catch. I said grass, I meant dirt. Good thing you can see whether I'm accurate or not. My bad. 1 down, nobody on for Owen Atherton, who singled in his first plate appearance. He's been the Expos' lone base runner through 3.5 as he skies one into left. Well hit, but playable. Braxton Lindau is under it. And he'll grab it with 2 hands above his head for out number 2. 2 down in the inning for Jake Schreiber, who lined out to second to end the first. The right-hand hitter against the left-hander Keith Myers, and Myers will throw the first one in there for a strike. 0-1. 0-1 delivery fouled back to the backstop protective netting. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 delivery, a fastball loop to the first base side, foul territory. Gino Larkin wasn't quite able to get there, so Schreiber will keep the count at no balls and 2 strikes. Myers looking for his third 1-2-3 inning. And the 0-2 delivery is a swing and a pop-up foul. Right side not a play, so we'll do it again at no balls and 2 strikes. So no balls, 2 strikes, the count remains. And the pitch, ooh boy, just missed. Myers thought he had that one. He took a couple of steps towards the third base dugout, but to no avail. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the 1-2 delivery, a looper out into right center field. It will land in front of a diving Haggerty. And Jake Schreiber will reach with 2 outs in the 4th inning, becoming the second base runner for the Expos. Schreiber at first and 2 down. And Seth Getter will be at the plate. Popped out to first in his first plate appearance. And the first offering is a ground ball left side off the body of a diving third baseman Rich Burr, and reaching will be Getter. So for the first time in this game, the Expos will have multiple base runners on in the same frame. They're going to rule it an infield single for Getter. And Luke Johnson will get a 2-out RBI opportunity. Johnson struck out on 3 pitches in the 2nd inning. First and second, 2 down, and a scoreless game, bottom of the 4th. First pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Myers has 3 strikeouts. Ironically, they've all been on 3 pitches. Don't know if it's ironic or not, but it felt good to see. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Myers will step off and chase Schreiber back to the bag. Pause from Myers, 1-0. Fly ball center field, relatively deep but playable. Christensen now coming into left center a few steps and makes an above the head Two-handed grab to retire the side. 2 hits, 2 left, 4 done, no score.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Mitch Kelly will be lifted after 4 innings. 2 hits, no runs. He walked 2 and he struck out 3. And the new pitcher for Eagle Lake will be Dalton Gross. Since it's only a pitching change, it does not affect the batting order. Gross will come in to pitch, and he'll have 8, 9, and 1 in the order due here in the bottom of the, or rather the top of the 5th inning. 3 hits for Eagle Lake, 2 hits for Cannon Falls. Eagle Lake with the only error of the game. But Dalton Gross Zeke Williams will be the batter. Doing on my scorecard maintenance and organization as we get going here. As Zeke Williams, who struck out looking at his first plate appearance, will look at a strike here. No balls and 1 strike. Dalton Gross out of the University of Minnesota Crookston. Pitch outside. A look down to first base on an appeal, but Ken Lanner says no swing. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Gross, a graduate of Waterville Elysian Morristown High School. Back in 2016, the pitch is strike. And it's no ball, or rather 1 ball and 2 strikes now. The pitch, swing and a miss, and Gross starts his appearance in style. Gross back in 2019 was named an All-Northern Sun player. He was a 2nd-team reliever in that league as a relief pitcher. As Gross, the left-hander, throws high to Carlton Lindau. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Lindau grounded to third, his first time up in the 3rd. As the off-speed pitch taken on the outside edge for a strike. 1-1 the count, the 1-1 delivery. Missed a little bit low, a little bit away. It's 2 balls and 1 strike now. Top of the order, and Jay Christensen on deck. No one has dented home plate yet as the fastball swung on and missed. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Dalton Gross has struck out the first 2 batters he faces here in the 5th inning. And Jake Christensen will come in. Christensen struck out swinging in the 1st and walked in the 3rd. Lefty-lefty matchup. Up for the third time in this game is Christensen. We'll look at the first pitch blown away. It's 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 delivery. Outside corner taken for strike 1. Is 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 delivery is a breaking ball outside. For 2 balls and 1 strike now. There's only been 1-1-2-3 inning thus far defensively for the Expos. That was the second as Christensen swings and misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. 2-2 with 2 down, number 2 at the plate, so dare we say the deuces are definitely wild right now. Whether we dare or not, I just did. Gross ready, and the 2-2 delivery, good breaking ball, but it just missed. Gross wanted that one. In fact, I think a lot of Expos did because they were on their way to the first base dugout. But apparently it just missed inside. 3-2 delivery inside for ball 4. I think Gross wanted that one as well. But Christensen draws his second walk of the game. Runner at first, 2 down, scoreless game, top of the 5th. Braxton Lindau struck out swinging in the first and walked in the third. Up again here in inning number 5. The pause and the pitch. Strike. 0-1. Next offering fouled away. And now Gross well ahead at no balls and 2 strikes. Mitch Kelly threw the first 4, and Gross now in the ball game for the Expos here in the top half of the 5th inning. The 0-2, a foul ball, left side. Noren will hustle over, but it lands beneath the tree near the auxiliary bleachers up the third base side. There's a set of auxiliary bleachers outside of the third base dugout. The beer and the pull tab tent and the hospitality tents up the first base side here at Chaska. Pitch goes low, blocked by Johnson. Runner takes off, throw down to second, not in time. So Christensen will take an extra 90 feet. That didn't get that far away from Luke Johnson. But Christensen got that good secondary and ended up taking the extra bag. Fly ball out into left center field, but grabbing it is Owen Atherton. And that'll be that for the 5th inning. 1 walk, 1 left. We're halfway home in the first game of the day here in Chaska, and we are scoreless.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town.
State Amateur Baseball Tournament is now in full swing. The Class B and C tournaments will be played out over the next 3 weeks in Waconia, Chaska, and Hamburg. Get out and support your community. If you just love the game of baseball and want to watch winner go-homes at games at great venues, there's nothing like tournament time. If you can't make it to the game, head to prepspotlight.tv/townball. They have packages available that will make watching all the venues very affordable. Enjoy the tournament at the park or right here at prepspotlight.tv. twitch.tv/townball. Matt Helgett, first ball swinging, fouls at third base side. No balls and one strike. Keith Myers right now at 52 pitches, so he's been very economical to this point. Struck out 3, walked none. Helgett fouled to sit away, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. He's given up the 3 hits, but no one's made it past second base for the Eagles to this point. The 0-2 delivery, a foul ball right side and out of play. And if you want an example of how good his control has been, this is the 16th batter that he has faced in this game. He has only gone to a 2-ball count twice. The 0-2 delivery, a slowly hit ground ball left side, fielded by the third baseman Burr, and from his knee throws to first base, but not in time. And Helgett becomes the first leadoff hitter to reach in an inning for the Expos. Helgett at first with nobody out, and Travis Noren stands in. Noren grounded to second his first time up. No score here in the 5th, as Myers will throw to first base to keep Helgett honest. The pause and the pitch. Bunt, third base side, foul. No balls and 1 strike. With the bunt, Burr now going to be up on the grass at third base. Larkin will hold the runner on at first. Pause by Myers and a move to first base, and back to the bag diving is Helgett. Wasn't too far off the bag. Another pause and the 0-1 delivery. A bunt third base side, caught in the air by Burr. And back to first base goes Helgett. So the Expos wanted to do some small ball there, but Noren couldn't get the bunt down. And Tony Ross will come to the plate. The oldest player in the Expo lineup, grounded out to first in his first plate appearance in the 3rd. He'll swing and miss at the first offering from Myers. No balls and 1 strike, so you have the 31-year-old Tony Ross and the 42-year-old Keith Myers in this matchup. 0-1 delivery is on the outside corner for a strike. It's now 0-2. Top of the order, and Max Gertson on deck in a scoreless game here in the 5th. The pause and the 0-2. Ground ball towards third, foul. Just a trifle to the left of the bag up the third base side. So Ross remains trailing in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2, swing and a miss. Strikeout number 4 for Keith Myers. That is the first time Myers has struck out a man today, and it's lasted more than 3 pitches. That was a 4-pitch strikeout. His previous 3 strikeouts have been 3-pitch strikeouts, including twice to the man at the plate right now, Max Gertson, who looks at a strike. It's 0-1. Runner at first. 2 down. Bottom of the 5th inning. Cannon Falls 0, Eagle Lake 0. The balls and 1 strike and a move to first base. Back to the bag diving is Helgett. Helgett's hit the 4th of the day for Eagle Lake. They have not gotten a runner past second base. The pause by Myers in the 0-1, a bunt attempt but foul. Now Gertzen trails in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. And the winner of this one gets the Laverne Redbirds next Saturday night right here in Chaska at 7 o'clock. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 down. The 0-2 delivery is a fastball up. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Helgeth got the leadoff single, but he hasn't advanced from first. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pause and the 1-2 delivery. Fisted first base side, but foul, so Gertzen stays alive at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Princeton and St. Stephen to follow. That'll be followed by Stark and Foley. That'll be followed by Miesville and Chaska. The completion of the suspended game from Friday night. 1-2 the count. The pause and the 1-2 delivery. Another foul ball, first base side. So a competitive plate appearance from the center fielder Max Gertzen. All-state baseball player at the high school level for Mankato West this past spring. Another 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss, strike 3. Gertzen down on strikes for the 3rd time today, a leadoff single, but nothing else. 0-0 as we go to the 6th.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
And of course, Town Ball night coming up at Target Field in September 11th. You just saw the website you can go to for all the Town Ball information. twinsbaseball.com/townball. 3, 4, and 5 due for Cannon Falls here in the 6th inning in a scoreless game. Dalton Gross here for the 2nd inning of relief. The state amateur baseball tournament is now in full swing. Class B and C tournaments being played out this weekend, next weekend, and Labor Day weekend. In Waconia, Chaska, and Hamburg, get out and support your community, or if you just love the game of baseball and want to watch win or go home games at fantastic venues, there's nothing like tournament time. If you can't make it to the park, head right here to prepspotlight.tv/townball as Brock Peterson looks at the first pitch high. 1 ball and no strikes. Peterson's last plate appearance in the 3rd was one of the key moments of the game to this point. As the next pitch goes high, it's 2 balls, no strikes. Peterson was up with 1st and 2nd with 1 down. Has a ground ball hit towards 3rd, bobbled a bit there by Norn, but he stays with it and throws to first base to retire Peterson. And the first batter gone here in the 6th inning, but in the previous plate appearance, starter Mitch Kelly got Peterson to bounce into a 1-6-3 double play to end the threat. Tanner Jackson singled in the 1st, flew out to right in the 4th inning. Eagle Lake with 4 hits, Cannon Falls with 2. Jackson fouls the first pitch away off the face of the roof of the dugout. or of the grandstand on the first base side. No balls, one strike, the count on Tanner Jackson. The 0-1 is a pop-up foul, first base side, not play. So it's no balls, two strikes on Tanner Jackson now. Scoreless game in the visiting half of the sixth inning. Laverne Redbirds await the winner next Saturday night here in Chaska. 0-2, a fastball up from Dalton Gross, former all-conference pitcher at Minnesota Crookston. And the pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2, swing and a foul at the plate. So we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Only one, or I take that back, 2 runners in this game have reached third base, both Bears, as a blooper goes out to right field, and a nice play made, a running grab with his back to the infield, made by the second baseman Tony Ross to retire Jackson, and there's 2 down here in the sixth inning. A 0-0 game. At least a type of game that the Expos would be used to, as Haggerty swings and misses at the first one. He fouled the second in the first and singled in the fourth inning. Expos got to state by defeating Waterville in 10 innings in the regional final, 1-0. Yeah, smacker towards right and a base hit. Haggerty with 2 of the 3 hits for Cannon Falls. He reaches with 2 outs here in the sixth inning. Expo pitchers have retired the leadoff batter in every inning to this point. They've retired the first 2 batters in 4 of the 6 innings, as Rich Burr looks at a strike, 0-1. Burr grounded to short in the second inning and grounded to second in the fourth. The 0-1 delivery off the end of the bat, foul back to the backstop, and Dalton Gross well ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. Haggerty at first with 2 down. Gross comes set in the 0-2 delivery, a fastball up for 1 ball, 2 strikes on Rich Burr. The 1-2 delivery chased a breaking ball, and a swing and a miss out of Burr ends things here in the sixth. 1 hit, 1 left. To the home half of the sixth we go. It is Cannon Falls 0 and Eagle Lake 0.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
.42-year-old Keith Myers has held Eagle Lake to 4 hits through 5 innings. He hasn't walked anybody. And he has struck out 5. He's thrown 66 pitches through his 5 inning. A former St. Paul Saint, a former Minnesota State Maverick, will face 2, 3, and 4 here in the 6th inning. Matt Work Flew out to right his first time up and popped to short his second time up in the first and the fourth inning, respectively. That's the first pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 delivery. A little bit out of the zone, I guess, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. Absolutely gorgeous day for State Amateur Baseball Tournament. The 2-0 delivery, breaking ball outside corner, taken for strike 1. It's 2 balls, 1 strike now. With Atherton and Schreiber to follow. Another breaker, and that one falls into the zone for 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Two and 2 the count. Breaking ball missed again. And now it's 3-2 on work. Helgeth led off the 5th inning with a single. And the 3-2 delivery fouled back to the screen. Pitch number 7 of the plate appearance coming up right now as Work fouls it. Left side. This plate appearance is the first time today that Myers has gone to a 3-ball count. And only the 3rd time he's gone to at least a 2-ball count. Pitch number 74 of the game coming up right here. The 3-2 delivery, swinging a foul back. So Work with a competitive at-bat. This is the 3rd time through the order for the Expos, so we'll see if they can figure out something against Myers now that they haven't been able to. Another foul ball off the bat of Work. So this plate appearance now going to reach 10 pitches. Three and 2 the count. The pitch. Another foul ball. That one off the roof of the grandstand. It caroms back into the field of play. Retrieved by on-deck hitter Owen Atherton. 3-2. Low for ball 4. A well-earned base on balls for Matt Work. The first one that Keith Myers has given up today. One on, nobody out. Second straight inning that the Expos have gotten their leadoff runner on as Ryan Brentnall out to have a conversation with his infield and battery. Albeit it's a brief one. And Atherton will be the battery. Singled in the first inning, flew out to left in the 4th inning. Nate Gibson tried to bunt to runner over in the 5th inning. When they got their leadoff runner on, the Expos failed to do so. And after 2 consecutive strikeouts, the leadoff runner didn't move past first inning. Runner takes off, pitch a strike, thrown out to second base, not in time. Atherton trails in the count, no balls and 1 strike, but for only the 2nd time in today's game, the Expos have a runner at second base. No balls, 1 strike. As Myers will step off. Walks to the left side of the mound and now steps back on the rubber. The ball's 1 strike to count. And a daylight play back to second base, and they got the man picked off. Heading to third base, Burr will tag out Matt Work. It ends up being a 1-4-5 pickoff. Well executed on the daylight play that time because they had Peterson, the shortstop, sneak in behind work. He vacated the area. Once he vacated, they had Zeke Williams sneak over to second base. And it ends up being a pickoff as a base hit goes through to center off the bat of Atherton. And how big is the pickoff now? Atherton gets the 5th hit of the game for the Expos. A runner at first with one down now. And Jake Schreiber will come to the plate. Schreiber lined out to second in the first and singled in the fourth. Myers ready in the pitch. Breaking ball down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Work made the mistake that time. After Peterson vacated the area, they didn't think they were going to throw back there, but they did with Williams. As that one hammered out to right center field, that one will land and head to the gap. A long single for Schreiber as Atherton makes third, first and third with one down here in the 6th inning. So Schreiber now 2 for 3 on the day. Nice attempt out by Christensen in center field, but his diving attempt was unsuccessful. And Seth Getter with a big time chance for the Expos here in the 6th. Getter popped to first in the 2nd and singled in the 4th. He paused from Myers in the pitch, ground ball, third base side. Burr will look to second base, but throw it into right center field. That will allow Atherton to score with the game's first run. And the Expos have a 1-0 lead. The first defensive miscue of the day for the Bears results in the first run of the day from either squad. Burr fielded it cleanly, looked the runner back at third base, went to second, but his throw was off target. Schreiber is the runner out at second base, and it appears he will get a pinch runner, and it will be Tom Funk for Jake Schreiber. 1-0 Eagle Lake, first and second, still only one out. And Luke Johnson will look to keep the fun going for the Expos. Johnson struck out, swinging in the first, or rather in the second, and flew out to center in the 4th as they try the similar daylight play out at second base. But the Expos a little bit more awake than they were earlier. Myers delivers in the lefty-lefty matchup and a foul ball off the bat of Johnson. No balls and 1 strike. It's the old fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And Funk was ready for it out at second base. 0-1 from Myers. Good breaking ball taken for a strike, and it's 0-2 now on Luke Johnson. Myers ready to look back at second, and the 0-2 delivery is a fastball up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Myers ready again, the 1-2, swing and a miss, had a pitch in the dirt. Myers gets strikeout number 6. 2 down in the frame. And Matt Helgeth will come to the plate. A ground out to third in the 2nd, a single in the 5th. 1-0 Eagle Lake thanks to the Bear error earlier in the game. Helgeth swings and misses at the fastball from Keith Myers. Another swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Myers came in through the first 5 innings, throwing 66 pitches. His next offering will be the 23rd of this frame. The 0-2 delivery misses up. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pickoff out at second base for the first out of this inning. Prevented further damage. Blooper out to right field, long run, and the catch is made by Zeke Williams near the foul line. It would have been in fair territory had it landed, but Zeke Williams had a beat on it from the get-go and makes the catch from his second base position to retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, 2 runners left, 6 innings complete. It is our new score, Eagle Lake 1 and Cannon Falls 0. State Amateur Baseball Tournament in full swing this weekend, next weekend, and Labor Day weekend. The tournaments are going to be played out in Waconia, Chaska, and Hamburg. Get out and support your community, or if you just love the great game of baseball and want to watch big win-or-go-home games at fantastic venues, including this beautiful Chaska Athletic Park. There is nothing like tournament time. If you can't make it to the games, head right here to prepspotlight.tv/townball. They have packages that will make watching all the venues very affordable. Enjoy the tournament at the park or right here at prepspotlight.tv. First ball swinging is Gino Larkin. It'll be a 1-hopper to second base, and Tony Ross, he'll throw to first base. 1 pitch, 1 out, and Larkin now 0 for 3 on the game. Dalton Gross now becoming the pitcher of record for Cannon Falls. He came in the 5th inning. He's walked 1. He's given up a hit, and he has struck out 3. Zeke Williams has struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances, looking in the 2nd and swinging in the 5th. Pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes to Zeke Williams. 1-0 delivery is in there for a strike from Gross, the Minnesota Crookston graduate. And it is 1 ball and 1 strike. Next offering outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. If Cannon Falls can get a runner on, they can get the top of the order up here. The 2-1 delivery, Gross just misses outside. Gross with a small bit of frustration not being able to get that call. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 delivery, looped foul first base side, and it'll land in the field of play, but not playable for Schreiber or Helgeth. So now Gross moves Williams to 3-2. Williams has struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. The 3-2 is outside for ball 4. Second walk for Gross. 4th walk for Expo pitching today. A runner at first with 1 down. And Carlton Lindau will come to the plate. Grounded to 3rd in the 3rd and struck out swinging in the 5th. Gross delivers, and the pitch fouled. 3rd base side out of play. Over the grandstands on the 3rd base side, it's no balls and 1 strike. 1-6-1 for Eagle Lake. 0-3-1 for Cannon Falls. 0-1 delivery sails outside. One ball, 1 strike. Top of the order, and Jake Christensen on deck. Gross delivers, and the pitch hammered down the left field line, but will foul. And now it's 1-2. Gross with the new baseball to a belt high set. 2 glances, now a third at the runner at first base, and the pitch outside on the fastball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2, a blooper out into right center field. Long run for Matt Helgrith. He dives, he can't get there. Moving up to second will be Williams. He'll represent the tying run in scoring position now for the Bears. Good effort by Helgrith, but he couldn't come up with the blooper out into right center field. Lindau with a single, and he will get run for at first base, as Brentdahl is going to put in Derek Johnson to run for Carlton Lindau. A reminder, here in town team ball, you can re-enter. Just an example of that in the bottom of the 6th inning. Tom Funk ran for Jake Schreiber. But Schreiber re-entered in the top of the 7th here at first base. Swing and a miss from Christensen. No balls, 1 strike. Christensen struck out swinging in the 1st and walked in the 3rd and in the 5th. 1-0 Eagle Lake, but Cannon Falls with a threat here in the 7th. The 0-1 delivery, check swing. Did he go? A look towards base pass, and he said no. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Eagle Lake folks thought it was a cold strike, but home plate umpire disagreed. Looks like the Bears have some action in their bullpen. The 1-1 delivery, chopper up the middle. Ross is going to field right on the bag at second. He'll tag the bag for 1, a throw to first base, and it's not in time. Fielder's choice erases Johnson from the base pass. Zeke Williams, the tying run, moves up to 3rd. And it'll be up to Braxton Lindau to make something of this top of the 7th inning. Williams is the 3rd runner to reach 3rd base today for Cannon Falls. And now Gross is going to have a meeting on the mound. Nate Gibson, the manager for the Expos, going to go out and have a meeting himself, perhaps discussing what to do should Christensen take off between 1st and 2nd, and perhaps the Bears try to steal a run in this situation. Lefty matchup as pitch swing on and fouled at the plate. To Braxton Lindau, struck out in the 1st, walked in the 3rd, flew out to left in the 5th. 1-0 Cannon Falls, the run scored, or 1-0 Eagle Lake, the run scored on a Cannon Falls error in the home half of 6th inning. This pitch goes high. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1 the count. Gross with a look towards first, the 1-1 ground ball up the middle. Ross going to field at second base. Underhand toss to second, not in time, and we are tied. Ross bobbled it momentarily, and credit Christensen. A for hustling, B with the quick slide to tie the contest. They're going to rule that one an error on Ross, so defensive miscues have led to each of the runs in this game. It is a 1-1 game as Brock Peterson swings and fouls the first pitch off. Peterson reached on an error in the first, hit into a double play in the third, and grounded to third in the sixth. The line score now 1-6-2 for Eagle Lake, 1-4-1 for Cannon Falls. The 0-1 delivery, a pop-up foul ball, right side and out of play. That one off the roof of the merchandise tent down the first base line here at Chaska Athletic Park. It's no balls and 2 strikes, so an unearned run given up by Gross has tied up the contest here in the 7th inning. The 0-2 delivery is up. Gross in his 3rd inning of relief. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 delivery out in the right center field, long run for Gertzen, but he's under it. He will make the catch to retire the side, but not before Cannon Falls tied it up. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 runners left. We stretch in Chaska. Cannon Falls 1 and Eagle Lake 1.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
One game here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. 8-9-1 due for the Expos against Keith Myers, who gave up an unearned run in that 6th inning. Noren fouls the first pitch back. No balls and 1 strike. Noren grounded to second in the 3rd inning and fouled to first in the 5th. 0-1 delivery is a little bit low for 1 ball, 1 strike on Travis Noren. It's been errors by one team that has led to the runs for the other team. 1 in the bottom of the 6th for Eagle Lake, 1 in the top of the 7th for Cannon Falls, as the 93rd pitch from Myers is a curveball for a strike. It's now 1-2. Noren 0 for 2 with a ground out to second in the 3rd, a foul out to first in the 5th. A foul ball, 3rd base side, out of play. 1-2 the count on Travis Noren. Myers with a new baseball. Rubs it up behind the mound, back to the rubber now. He'll kick and deal in the lefty-lefty matchup. A spray ball down the left field line, but it lands foul. About halfway between the infield dirt and the 325 side and the left, but about 5 to 10 feet foul up the left field side. So we'll do it again at 1 ball, 2 strikes on Travis Noren. Eagle Lake leading the hit column 6-4. They lead the error column 2-1. The stat that counts is 1-1 right now as a curveball is fouled at the plate. So good competitive at bat here for Travis Noren. It was a competitive at bat that started things in the 6th inning. A 10-pitch walk to Matt Work, or rather an 11-pitch walk to Matt Work. The 1-2 delivery, inside corner, strike 3 call. So Noren down on strikes. That is 7 strikeouts on the day for Myers. Tony Ross is 0 for 2. He grounded to first in the 3rd and struck out swinging in the 5th. Cannon Falls 1, Eagle Lake 1 in the home half of the 7th. Bunt third base side. Charging there is Burr. He's not able to field it cleanly, and reaching will be Ross. We'll see how they rule that one. Nonetheless, it'll be a runner at first with one down. And now the top of the order up with Max Gertzen. They're going to give Tony Ross an infield bunt single. Gertzen 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts on the day. 1 in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the fifth. Up again here in the 7th. Gertzen will bunt, fouls it. Back to the back step screen here on the first base side. It's no balls and 1 strike. Pause, instead of move to first base. Leaning a bit was Ross, and they picked him off. Myers picks off his second man in as many innings. So a 1-on, 1-out situation turns into 2 down and the base is empty. Count remains no balls and 1 strike on Max Gertzen. The 0-1 delivery, a ground ball up the middle. Charging on the slowly hit ball is Zeke Williams. He'll throw to first base, and Gertzen beats it out on the infield single. So Gertzen on base for the first time today. And that'll bring up Matt Work. Work flew out to right in the first, popped to short in the 4th, walked on the 11-pitch at bat. To start the 6th. We're even at 1. We play the home half of the 7th. Lefty-righty matchup. Lead at first by Gertzen, and a move over there from Myers will send him back diving to the bag. And Myers' ability to pick off runners at least has to be in the back of the mind of the Expo runners now. After 2 pickoffs in the last 2 frames. First pitch, a fastball for a strike to Work. It is no balls and 1 strike. Laverne Redbirds, the opponent for the winner of this one. Another move to first base. And back to the bag is Gertzen. Game will be played in the quarterfinals next Saturday night, right here in Chaska at 7 p.m. The 0-1 with the runner going, swinging a foul back. No balls, 2 strikes. A lead at first for Gertzen. The pause, the 0-2 breaking ball taken for strike 3. The 8th strikeout for Keith Myers. 2 hits, 1 left, 7 done, 1-1.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
One game. Hasn't been the cleanest of games at time, but it's been an entertaining, compelling game throughout in this one. It'll be the middle third of the order to face Dalton. Colton Gross in his 4th full inning of relief. Tanner Jackson starts things here in the 8th inning, and Gross fires in a strike, 0-1. 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts, plus the unearned run for Gross. A pop-up on the infield. Gross, the pitcher, calls and makes a one-handed snag in front of the mound. 1 away here in the 8th inning, as Tanner Jackson now 1 for 4 on the day. 1 down, nobody on for Peter Haggerty. Fouled to the second baseman in the 1st. Singled in the 4th, singled again in the 6th. Yes, half of the hits for Cannon Falls. Lefty-righty matchup, and Gross starts him with a strike, 0-1. The pause, the 0-1. An idea to bunt for Haggerty, but he took it outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Gross works out of the stretch just for a comfort thing, even though no runners are on base. This pitch goes high. 2 balls, 1 strike to count with Rich Burr in the on-deck circle. 2-1 delivery, fouled back to the protective netting behind home plate. It's 2 balls and 1 strike, or rather 2 balls, 2 strikes. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 8th for the Expos, they'll have 3, 4, and 5 due: Atherton, Schreiber, and Gutter. Fastball outside corner, strike 3 call. 4th strikeout in 3 2/3 from Gross. 2 down, nobody on, and Rich Burr to the plate. Grounded to short in the 2nd, grounded to 2nd in the 4th, and struck out in the 6th. The 6th inning plate appearance, the only one against Gross to this point. And Gross starts him with a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1. Towards second base, Ross right there to catch the soft pop-up. And a quiet 8th inning. And for only the 2nd time today, Cannon Falls goes down in order, 3 up, 3 down. The bottom of the 8th inning approaching. It's Eagle
All
Lake
summer
1,
long,
Cannon
you have
Falls
gathered
1.
with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th,
Owen Atherton, who is 2 for 3 and has scored the lone run for Eagle Lake, will start things against Keith Myers, who throws his 104th pitch of the day. And it's outside to Atherton. 1 ball, no strikes. Atherton a single in the 1st. Flew out to left in the 4th and singled and scored in the 6th. This part of the order has 5 of the 8 hits for Eagle Lake. A swing and a miss from Atherton, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 game. Eagle Lake scores on a bare error in the 6th. Swing and a miss, healthy cut, no contact from Atherton. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. An Expo error scores a bare run in the 7th. Inside corner, strike 3 call. Keith Myers now with 107 pitches, but showing no signs of letting up. 9 strikeouts for Keith Myers. And Jake Schreiber will come to the plate. He's 2 for 3, lined to second in the first, singled in the fourth, singled again in the sixth. 1-1 game, home half of the eighth. The pitch. Breaking ball a little bit low, 1 ball and no strikes. Eagle Lake with an 8-4 lead in the hit column. Foul back to the screen. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Eagle Lake with a 2-1 lead in the error column, but the stat that counts is 1-1. With 1 down and nobody on in the bottom of the 8th inning. Myers, ground ball towards short. Picked up there by Peterson. He'll throw across the diamond, and trying to keep his foot on was Larkin, but he was unsuccessful in his attempt. They're going to rule it an error, the second one of the day for the Bears. Schreiber with his 3rd reach of the day. And Seth Gettert will stand in and look at a strike, 0-1. Oh-1 delivery, pitch in the dirt. It goes through the wickets of Lindau, and up to second base on the pass ball will go Schreiber. So now a runner in scoring position for the Expos, with 1 down. Getter a pop out to first in the second, a single in the fourth, and an error in the 6th inning. The pitch, ground ball up the middle, slowly hit. Charging at second is Williams. He'll throw to first base. The out recorded there. Schreiber moves up to third, but he'll be there with 2 down. And Luke Johnson with the chance for Eagle Lake. Johnson struck out in the second, flew out to center in the fourth, and struck out again in the 6th. Johnson will look at a strike, 0-1. Eagle Lake has left 7 runners on today. The 0-1 delivery, tried to wait back on a curveball, waited too long and swung and missed. It's 0-2. Of those 7 runners left on, that includes a total of 2 in scoring position. Johnson trying to end that threat, but Myers trying to end the inning. Fastball up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Keith Myers. Over 40, but just still balling. What you love about town ball. Poker out to right center field, a base hit. Luke Johnson with a 2-out RBI single to score Schreiber. And a 2-1 advantage for Eagle Lake. Both runs unearned for the Expos, but they both count on the board as Johnson brings home Schreiber with a 2-out RBI single. And Matt Helgeth will look to keep it going. He'll swing and miss at the first one, 0-1. Helgeth round out to third in the second, singled in the 5th, and popped to second in the 6th. Fly ball out to right center field, long run for Christensen, but he'll run it down, making a one-handed snag in shallow right center field to retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. To the 9th inning we go. It'll be the bottom third of the order due for Cannon Falls. Eagle Lake leads it 2-1.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike three! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com.
A 2-1 lead for Eagle Lake. Luke Johnson with a 2-out RBI single to score Jake Schreiber in the bottom of the 8th inning. And now Cannon Falls needs at least one to keep this game going. Gino Larkin fouled to first in the second. Grounded to first in the fourth and grounded to second in the 7th inning. Dalton Gross on in his 5th inning of relief trying to win it for the Expos. In their first ever state tournament appearance, first pitch missed. 1 ball and no strikes. Gross has retired the last 4 he's faced. The 1-0, a ground ball towards short. Work is there. He'll wind up and throw to first base to retire Larkin. 1 down here in the 9th inning. And Zeke Williams to the plate. Williams struck out looking in the 2nd. Struck out swinging in the 5th and walked and scored in the 7th inning. First pitch, a strike. It's 0-1. Oh, 1. Inside corner for a strike. It's 0-2. Eagle Lake with a run in the bottom of the 6th, a run in the bottom of the 8th. Cannon Falls, their lone tally in the top of the 7th. The 0-2 from Gross is a fastball up. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. The pitch popped up right side of the infield. Ross at second base takes a few steps onto the outfield grass, will make the catch. And out number 27 is the only thing standing between the Expos and a Saturday night date with the Laverne Redbirds next Saturday night. And standing in the way of that is Carlton Lindau. He's 1 for 3 on the day as Gross delivers high and away. A ground out to third in the 3rd, a strikeout in the 5th, a single in the 7th. The 1-0 delivery, swing and a miss. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1 the count. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. So the Expos 1 strike away from the next round next Saturday night. Gross ready in the 1-2, a fastball high and away. For 2 balls and 2 strikes. Deuces Wild on the number 9 hitter in the Bear lineup. The 2-2 delivery is a fastball up. It's now 3 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the order and Jake Christensen on deck. The pause from Gross and the 3-2 is low. And the tying run now on base for Cannon Falls. Jake Christensen will come to the plate representing the go-ahead run. He'll start the 5th trip around the batting order. He struck out swinging in the 1st, walked in the 3rd, walked in the 5th, and hit into a force play in the 7th inning. And a new runner coming in for Cannon Falls. That will be Cooper Peterson. Peterson at first. And Christensen at the plate in a lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch, a fly ball foul, third base sign, not a play. No balls, one strike the count on Christensen. Gross comes set, a look towards first, and a move to first base, and back to the bag diving is Peterson. No balls and one strike. The 0-1 from Gross. Little number off the end of the bat, foul. Or actually, that was not a foul ball. Christensen just missed that. It caromed away from the catcher, Luke Johnson. And up on the wild pitch to second goes Peterson. It's 0-2 on Christensen, but the tying run now in scoring position for the Bears. The 0-2 delivery, swing and a miss, and that's that. In a close, competitive, interesting, entertaining one here in game number 1 of the day in Chaska. Eagle Lake defeats Cannon Falls 2-1. 2 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors, 8 left for Eagle Lake. 1 run, 4 hits, 2 errors, and 9 left for Cannon Falls. Dalton Gross, the winning pitcher, 5 innings, 2 hits, 1 unearned run. 3 walks and 5 strikeouts. He is the winning pitcher. The hard luck loss goes to Keith Myers. He strikes out 9, walks only 1, and gives up 9 hits, but 2 unearned runs. So Eagle Lake will move on to next Saturday night to take on Laverne here in Chaska at 7 p.m. So here in about a half hour or so, it'll be Princeton and St. Stephen's. And we will have a start time of approximately 1:30 on that one. So game 1 of the day done. Game number 2 coming up here in about a half hour or so. For our producer, director, Clayton Johnson, my name is Darren Swenson saying so long for now from Chaska. Eagle Lake defeats Cannon Falls in game 1 2-1. Thanks for watching PrepSpotlight.tv/townball.
The Town Ball Tour. Head to the small towns and tell people what it's all about.
A lot of excitement. Weather is fantastic.
This place has been here since the early 80s.
This is a baseball town.
The town is here. The kids are here. It's safe. It's a wonderful environment. We certainly met some wonderful characters.
Thanks for joining us for another season of Fox 9's Town Ball Tour.